All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Wait for it. It's Friday. Okay, yeah. So that's my Friday dance. Man, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns, and hey, this game, this game was good, man. From that third quarter, the Lakers really took off in that third quarter. You got to give them that. But overall, it was just a good game. You only the one thing that's marring this series a little bit, if you just wish Chris Paul was 100%, because he's big for this team. He overall his play, his mentorship, his leadership is really big for this young Phoenix Suns team. And you can see that it means he means a lot to this team, and he's tried. I mean, he's done everything possible to find a way to get on the court. It just have not worked out for him, and you hate to see that, man. You hate to see that from a competitor like Chris Paul, but you got to go with what's out there. DeAndre Ayton, man. Let me say this: this guy is growing up right before our eyes. He's he's having a heck of a playoff campaign for someone who has not who this their first playoff. He had 22 points, 11 to 14 from the field, 11 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. So I mean, he's balling out of control, and apparently um my wife had to yelling at the screen. Um but yeah, so all in all, man, the Lakers, they did come out victorious. They did come out victorious, 104 to 93. I figured that. Um, but yeah, man, this thing is getting good. I wouldn't count the Phoenix Suns out. They're not done yet. Chris Paul gonna come back, get some more rest. The unfortunate thing about this series is that every other game, well, you watch like the Clippers and Mavericks is every 2 days. They get 2 days off and then a game. I'm like, why they get all that rest? Anyway, far as but for the Lakers and the Suns, is they're off tomorrow, then they'll play again. Saturday? So you can't really say much about it at that point. Devin Booker tonight, 6 of 19, 1 of 3, 1 of 4 from the 3-point line, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 19 points. And apparently, as you probably heard my wife Jaquan say, they got tossed. Devin Booker and Dennis Schroeder got tossed. You kind of figured that was going to happen. Those two was going at it definitely late in that game. I start a lot of time, and real quick, because I want to make sure I make this clear. While sometimes I seem as though I start my videos, I start working on the video like towards like a minute something left in the game, because yesterday I had the situation where it was taking 2 hours to upload a video, so that's why I'm kind of starting a little bit early tonight. But all in all, man, um, Miles Bridges had a couple big ones. They gonna need more. Cameron Payne. Let me say, Cameron Payne single handedly scared the Lakers tonight. He got them back in. He got them back into this game, man. He just refused to stop. It was like, they had this, and I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit. But it was like this LeBron and Crowder thing going on, and Cameron Payne was like, "I ain't got time for all that." Bang, 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 bang. Drop 9 points quick, like quick on them, and then it was like, oh, okay, they serious now. And then all of a sudden, they started to get a little nervous energy in this game. Cameron Payne put some fear in the Lakers once the thing looked like it was about to blow out of hand. Now let's talk about this real quick. Dennis Schroeder, Devin Booker. These two was going at it like crazy towards the end of this game. Right before I started this video, they was going at it, and eventually you kind of felt like somebody gonna get tossed here, or this gonna escalate. I don't know what was said or whatever, but those two really had words. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out, man, towards throughout the rest of this series. The LeBron James Jay Crowder thing, I thought Jay Crowder handled it well. LeBron had got a couple moves on him, yeah, but Crowder stayed within. He didn't get out of himself. Like, one thing you don't want to do when you're playing against a team like the Lakers, or you're playing against a player like LeBron James, and then it becomes this one-on-one personal challenge thing. What you don't want to do is then try to go back and forth with him. You don't want to go and mess up your team's rhythm and flow and all, especially if you're down. So I thought Jay Crowder did a good job of just staying in his lane. He talked smack. They did whatever, going back and forth, but he didn't go out trying to force shots and nothing. He stayed within his lane, got a nice jumper, came back, hit a good three, handled his business. So that's what you're supposed to do if you're Jay Crowder. Tonight the Lakers were led by none other than Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis led them with 34 points, 11 of 22, 0 for 2 from the three, but 12-14 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds. Let me say this: towards the end of this game, though, he got careless with the ball. One came off his knee, one he missed, one he threw away. I was like, yo, Anthony Davis. And this game to me was really, it really shouldn't have even been this close. Let's be honest. You add the missed dunk by Anthony Davis, the missed dunk by LeBron James, the missed layup by Caruso, and they would have been up by 19 at going into the fourth. So the Lakers kind of even made this interesting a little bit at the end, by being careless and with all the mistakes and not, focusing or whatever. I feel like they started playing around, and the Suns, the Suns is the number 2 team in the West, and that ain't no accident. So they probably took a little disrespect for that. They were out there playing around, joking. Yeah, you can't do that, man. But the Lakers handled their business. They went ahead and took care of it. So I guess you can if you get the dub. If you win, and all is well, right? What I did like also tonight was I down the stretch. Schroeder really kind of helped them close this game out, because when I think it got down to like 8. It got dicey a little bit, and Schroeder did the drive, and then he did an and one. And so he kind of was the one pushing and kind of helping the Lakers stay afloat, because they were starting to do that lull thing that they do sometimes. They kind of just lull into the lull and then let the other team get back into it. Schroeder kind of closed this game out for him, man. KCP went down with an injury. We'll pay attention and see how he's doing. Kuzma is not my favorite player right now. I don't know what's going on, but he did give you 10 rebounds, so he's doing the other things. But he got to shoot better, man. He got to shoot better. He's a scorer. He need to be scoring with his opportunities ain't gonna be as much as they was. But if you want more opportunities, take advantage of what you have. He did give you 10 rebounds and 8 points. Matthews gave you 8 points as well. Caruso gave you 4. And pretty much, man, I mean that's about it. Drummond had 6 points and 11 rebounds. Not a lot, but he only played 20 minutes. It's just how they playing. Gasol had 3. He had a big a key 3 when things started to get dicey. So with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. The NBA playoffs is on. Congratulations to the Lakers. 2-1, baby. Let's go.